بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Of Pakistan and how we did in our last class. Today we are going to complete it. That is on the same page number 97 as we were discussing about that Pakistan is full of beautiful sceneries. We discuss about many things like tribal people and the Pathans, that how they are basically, as it is mentioned in your book, that they are quite steady and brave as well. And we were discussing about the Punjab and that it is having the 5 rivers of land. Now we are going to move towards the Balochistan, that how the people are of Balochistan and what kind of life they are having. So on the page number 98, in Balochistan, as we all know that it is made up of vast barren lands and dry mountains. Okay, extreme weather makes life quite difficult for the people. Even though a large and small towns have developed, many people still live a nomadic life. Because of the weather, they have to face very difficulties, many difficulties. Even the small towns have developed, many people still live a nomadic life, means they have to move from one place to another place again and again. When in extreme cold weather, they cannot live on the one place only. They come down from the mountains, and as summer comes, they go to the hills again. Now, in extreme cold weather, they place a sandly. What the people basically do of the Balochistan to make themselves warm in the extreme cold weather, they just place a sandly. There is a word sandly, a local coal stove with a little burning coal. They just place it in the middle of the room and it is kept under the table. And there's a blanket. They just spread the blanket over the table. Then all the members of the family just get under the blanket to keep themselves warm. Then the Balochis lead a simple life. The people of Balochistan lead a quite simple life, and basically it is very hard to get water there. So the women of Balochistan, what to do? Basically they just have to go to get the water from long distance, and they usually sit and sleep on the floor and entertain their guests in the same way. Okay, they were telling that they spread a blanket on the floor and place the food on the floor and just sit together and start taking their meals. They usually sit and sleep on the floor, entertain their guests in the same way. Well-to-do families use carpets instead of blankets. They were talking about the blankets, they just place it on the floor and sit together to have their meals. And now they are talking about the well-to-do families. So well-to-do families, what do? They just place a carpet instead of blankets. Okay. As I was telling you about the water, that it is really hard to get water in Balochistan. So what the women do, basically they just move from long distances. The women of Balochistan, here they are talking about the jewelry of Balochistan. The women of Balochistan wear most of their jewelry all the time. As it is written in your book, the traditional jewelry of Balochistan is beautifully designed. Before this, we were talking about the water and their food meals as well. That what do? Basically, they just place a blanket on the floor and sit together to have their meals. Then they just entertain their guests as well in the same manner. There are well-to-do families there who just place the carpet instead of blanket. And then they were talking about the women of Balochistan, as it is written in your book, that the women of Balochistan have to move from long distance for getting water because it is too hard to get water there. And the jewelry of Balochistan, they are talking about this, that it is beautifully designed. Okay, and most of the jewelry women wear all the time in Balochistan. Now the rocky area, we have done this. The Balochi wedding ceremonies are performed amidst song and laughter with men and women dancing to the lively beat of drums. Yes, now we are talking about the weddings of Balochistan. That in which manner the weddings are performed there. The Balochi wedding ceremonies are performed amidst song and laughter with men and women. They just people dance to the lively beat of drums. And who just feast? The groom's family and the bride's family. It is the responsibility of groom. Yes, the food is brought along with the barat. Here we were discussing about the Balochi's life, that what kind of people are they and how they are living their lives. It is in a cold, extreme cold weather. It is quite tough to live there because they have to move from one place to another place as well. Now the civilization of Sindh, the valley of Mehran, is one of the oldest in the world. The ancient city of Mohenjo-daro dates back to 2500 BC, and its ruins speak of the highly developed society that existed there about 5000 years ago. Okay, most festivals in Sindh, as in the Punjab, are of a religious nature. Devotees from all over the Pakistan come to the Urs of mystic poets and saints. What is Urs basically? It is a birth or death anniversary which is celebrated in a quite religious manner. They are basically talking about this thing here. That mystic poets and saints like Shahbaz Qalandar and Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai. Many folk songs are sung to their memory. As I was telling you people about that is the birth or death anniversary which is celebrated in quite religious manner at the shrines of the famous saints. The folk music of Sindh is very sweet and melodious. They are talking about the instrument which is quite famous and popular. The first one is what? The Iktara, and the next is what? The Loza is another instrument typical of this region. Now, the Sindh embroidery. Now we are going to move towards the embroidery of Sindh, which is admired all over the country, in the foreign countries as well. The Sindh embroidery is admired all over the Pakistan as well as in foreign countries. The dresses of both men and women are colorfully embroidered, are in silk thread. Even for their usually daily wear, most women wear dresses embroidered heavily in thread. The dresses of women in Balochistan, in Sindh they are talking about that they are beautifully designed, colorfully designed and embroidered in silk thread. What they use? Silk thread, beads and mirror as well. Okay, mirror work is also done in the purses and cushions as well. Some of the customs of Pakistan come from the age old social traditions of land and some from religious background. But no matter what their origin, these colorful and interesting customs add charm to the life of the people of the various regions of Pakistan. As we were discussing about Balochistan, Sindh, here they have told us so many things about them. Basically, this lesson tells us the fact that Pakistan is very rich in diversities of custom, as the different people of the different regions connect with their customs. So that was your complete chapter. Now moving towards the comprehension, means our question answers. We had done in our previous class question number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and now we are moving towards the question number 6. Which is the university that existed in Pakistan about 2500 years ago? Yes, what was which one university they are talking about? In the beginning of the chapter we were reading that the University of Taxila. Okay, the University of Taxila existed in Pakistan about 2500 years ago. Okay, on the page number 100. Where do the Punjabi farmers sit in the evening? Yes, in our previous class, this one thing we were discussing, that the Punjabi farmers sit in the chopal in the evening. They discuss their daily problems. They just take advices from each other, and they feel quite pleased. They feel quite pleased to sit like this and to discuss their problems and issues and just solve them in this manner. As we people go to the court as well, they are not used to going court. They just discuss their problems with each other and they are used to solving their issues in that manner. Okay, now on the on the same page number, question number 8. What is the result of extreme weather on the lives of the Balochis? Definitely, it is the life of the Baluchis is badly affected because of the weather, because they have to move from one place to another place. They in extreme cold weather, they just as it is written on the page number 98, that in extreme cold weather they place a sandly, a local coal stuffed with a little burning coal in the middle of the room, and they cannot live on the one place because of the weather. They have to change their places again and again. They just in the winter they just come down. Yes, as I was telling you people about this one word sandly, it is what basically it is a local coal stuffed with a little burning coal to make to keep themselves from what the people do of Balochistan. They just keep it is in the shape like this, a local coal stuff. They just keep it in the middle of the room, okay, and as it is written on the page number 98, that it is kept under the table, and a large coil, we can say a blanket, it's spread over the table, okay. Then all the members of the family get under the coil, or we can say a blanket, to keep themselves warm. In this manner they just keep themselves warm. Now we were discussing about the page number 100, question number 8. We were discussing that in extreme cold weather they have to face many difficulties there. They have to move from one place to another place. In the cold weather they just move, they just come down from the mountains, and and summer comes they just move to the hills again. Now question number 9. In a Baluchi wedding, who feasts the guest of both the bride and the groom? In the last we were discussing that who feasts the both. Definitely the groom feasts the both. How old is the civilization of the Valley of Mehran? It is one of the oldest civilization of the Valley of Mehran, which had a life of 2500 BC. As in the last we were discussing that it is having a life of 2500 BC. Okay, who are the famous saints of Sindh? Definitely, as we were discussing in our chapter, Lal Shahbaz Qalandar and Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai are the famous saints of Sindh. And what are the famous crafts of Sindh? The famous crafts of Sindh basically emerged on the embroidery. As on the page number 99 you can find the answer easily, that even for their usually daily wear, most women wear dresses embroidered heavily in thread. Now I am telling you that in which manner they are embroidered, and what are the things: thread, beads and mirror. Okay, now these question answers you are supposed to do till from question number 6 till question number 12. Then word sentences you had done in your last class, okay, with some 5 question answers. Then you are going to move towards the fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks in the sentence given below from the following words. As you have the options in every chapter, you guys are having the same. The blank number 1, the birth of a son is therefore regarded as a great dash for the family. The Pathans of the north are dash and dash. People from all over the country participate in the odes and sing dash song. They will dash a visitor even at the cost of their own lives. The dash food of the people is meat. You can fill all the blanks easily because these all blanks are what which we had discussed in our previous class. Now on the page number 101, Roast mutton and chapli kebabs are dash dishes. Number 7, most dash in Sindh, as in the Punjab, are of religious nature. Sheep, sheep are dash in large herds on the green slopes of the northern regions. On the same page 9, the rocky area is mostly dash. The dash city of Mohenjo-daro dates back to 2500 BC. Now there's means 1 till 10 blanks, you can fill them easily by reading your chapter again as per the explanation as well. Now on the same page number we have composition. How are the marriages arranged and the wedding ceremonies performed among the Pathans and the Balochis? As in the book it is mentioned that the Pathans, they believe in the arranged marriages, and they believe in the arranged marriages which are done by their elders, and they are talking about the Balochis as well. In Balochis wedding, what they do basically, there were some Admi song as well, laughter with men and women. It is quite joyful as well. You can write both of them like this. Why is the Punjabi called the heart of Pakistan? As Qaeda-Azam declared that Punjab is the heart of Pakistan because of its geographical importance as well. Okay, this is why it is called the heart of Pakistan. It is called the heart of Pakistan as in it is having the 5 rivers of land, and it is the seat of learning as well. Now on the same page number, question number 3, what is an Urs and how it is celebrated? As I was telling you people in our explanation that Urs is a basically death and birth anniversary, okay, which is celebrated in a quite religious manner. You can write in your own words as well in the same manner. Now question number 4, how do the Balochis keep warm in a room in a cold weather? The same thing we were discussing in our chapter about this one word, that they place this sandly a coal stuff, a local coal stuff, and in which manner they just place it, how they people sit to keep themselves warm. You can write here easily. Now that is all with your working. Now from the starting I'm just telling you again, complete question answers in your last class and this one as well. This chapter has been done 1 till question number 12. Then what sentences you had done in your previous class, fill in the blanks are going to do this right now. Then exercise E as well, composition, the 4 questions are here which I have explained you as well. Okay, so that is all with your explanation in class. Inshallah we will meet in our next class with the new chapter. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.